This is Carrie Bradshaw recording on January 20th, 2024 or 2022 for fourth block intro to healthcare science. So for those of you who do not know me, I do see a couple of familiar faces. I am the work-based learning coordinator for the high school. Part of my job is to come into the different CTAE classrooms and teach about employability skills. Before we begin, I want to ask something of you. Get your brains a-flowing. Can you please tell me what are 5 examples of something that can be considered contagious? With you being in a healthcare class, that should be pretty easy. Yes?
A virus.
A virus. Yes. What's another thing?
A disease.
A disease. Okay. What is a third thing? Yes.
Bacteria.
Bacteria. Right. A fourth thing.
Does it have to be like healthcare related?
No.
So like happiness.
Happiness.
Oh.
What about when you're really sleepy?
Yawn.
What's contagious?
Yawn. Addiction.
Anger. Yes, that's
Emotions.
contagious.
Yeah.
Someone said emotions.
Just emotions.
I got one more.
Okay.
Nicotine.
That's not really contagious, though. Addictive, yes. Not contagious. So some of these, happiness, emotions, and anger, is going to be what we are discussing today. Can anyone guess what employability skill it is based on what I've starred?
Social. Wait, how will you socialize with others?
Partly.
Your mental ability.
Attitude.
Oh.
You done lost me.
I done lost you.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I feel.
So I'm helping to teach y'all about employability skills. I was trying to get y'all to think of attitude. Don't you think attitude is catchy? Yes. You don't think attitude is catchy? Okay. Alright. Hey guys, need to pay attention, please. Alright. So with us talking about attitude, what do you think is the definition?
The way that you feel about things and how it rubs off on everybody else? Or just the way that you feel about things?
The way you feel about things?
The
type, how you
Filter
project
your
yourself,
how you
react based on your emotions. The way you feel about things and how you react.
Anybody else? So the definition I have says attitude is the ability to demonstrate a positive, optimistic outlook, take responsibility for your actions, use appropriate language, avoid gossip, show politeness, smile on a regular basis, be enthusiastic and self-confident, take direction, and be eager and motivated to complete tasks. What do y'all guys think about that? Do you think that's a good definition or no?
Was that for just attitude or just like good attitude?
That's the definition definition of attitude. So, what does a positive attitude look like in class?
Paying attention.
Respecting peers.
Yes, so paying attention, being respectful to your teacher and peers,
Getting your work done.
getting your work done.
Being active in the discussion.
Yes, being active in the discussion. All of those are good things, good positive things. All right, how does your attitude affect other students? And it doesn't have to be just in a classroom setting. It could be in the lunchroom, in the hallway.
If you're goofing off, it'll make everybody around you wanna goof off and it'll just keep growing and growing and growing.
Because as we said, attitude is contagious.
If you're in a bad mood, everyone else is probably eventually gonna be in a bad mood.
That's a good one. How many times have you been around a person who was in a bad mood and their attitude rubs off on you? They might snap at you and snip at you, and our automatic response as human beings is to snap right back and get irritated and upset. Not yours?
Oh, I was just humanity.
What?
I was in humanity.
I thought you shook your head.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So what does a positive attitude look like within your learning? Someone mentioned something about getting their work done. Yes. So taking the initiative and not waiting on your teacher to keep reminding you to do stuff or to turn stuff in. That would be one. Does anyone else have anything to add to that? Yes,
Don't speak when others are speaking, like don't talk over someone.
that's a good one. Yes. All right. So with us talking about this as an employability skill, employers have ranked good attitude as one of the most significant employability skills needed in the workplace. Attitude is important. A positive and enthusiastic attitude is a critical component of future workplace success. When employers look at prospective candidates, beyond skills, experience, and education or training, they look for those who demonstrate enthusiasm, those they believe will complete assigned tasks in an upbeat and cooperative manner. All other things being equal, a candidate who can demonstrate a positive attitude and an eagerness to tackle the job will have an advantage over one who displays an attitude viewed by the employer as negative or disinterested. In fact, many employers would rather provide job skills training to an enthusiastic but inexperienced worker than hire someone with perfect qualifications, but a less than positive attitude. When managers are hiring you, they're going to look at that because they sometimes worry that if you're a negative person, you won't get along with your supervisors or other coworkers, that you won't treat customers well, you might treat them disrespectfully, and you won't put much effort forth into your work. On the other hand, employees who are viewed as enthusiastic are known to provide good customer service. They resolve interpersonal conflict effectively, and they work productively with others. Alright. So now, I want you to partner up into groups of 2 to 3. So, y'all 4 can be together, you 2 can be together, you can be together. Y'all 3, well, you 2 can be together, Michaela, you can be with Ayla, and I'm not sure what her name is, and y'all 3, so yeah. Alright. So I'm going to be passing out a little assignment, and there's just 2 questions on it. What I want you to think about are what are some characteristics of a good attitude, and what are some characteristics of a bad attitude? I want you to list as many as you can think of. And I'm gonna give you 5 minutes to think and write down as many as you can.
I wonder why. Well, I wasn't there when I woke up.
I was lit.
Well, actually, it wasn't because I woke up.
Happy.
Really?
Paying attention.
Positive.
My parents call me.
What are you doing?
Tell them
Right,
I
right.
aided.
I'm telling them to lie.
Sing of your bunny.
You want more?
Okay, you got about 3 more minutes.
How many do you want?
How many do I want?
Yeah,
As many as y'all can think of.
I have 4 for each.
I would say
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Rude. Not paying attention. Supposed to be forever for one eye to go up. Yeah. My mom will tell me I do that. Not caring about other people's feelings. Oh. Being rude. You can command me. Here's another negative thing, commanding. Sleep through versus all of those.
Oh, lazy.
That's a good one. I can't.
Oh.
What Genesis? Did it stop for you?
I love you, baby. Hey. Hey.
Nothing else
Are you gonna
today.
pull this?
Kind of. So like sad.
Sometimes it feels like that's the same too.
Yeah, sometimes it feels like Genesis is rude and hates me. You know? But other times it's like. Okay, aggressive. Oh my god, freaking aggressive people. I can't spell.
For her. Okay, I will let her know. Thank you. Ayla, you are signing out.
Actually, never mind.
Final.
Oh, there's time to go get some Is it bad that I can list more bad things than good things?
Well, you tend to think of the bad more than you do the good, so it's not
I'm just listing things
uncommon.
my parents call me.
Let's not Ramadan and class. Why are you Ramadan?
It's so much fun. Everybody was listening.
Does anyone need more time?
Yeah.
What?
So your group needs more time.
Yep.
I'm sure.
Oh, we're good. She's just pregnant.
Y'all good? Okay. So I'm going to go around and ask each group to give me one of the either positive or negative characteristics that they came up with. I want one from each group. So your group, what's a positive?
Genuinely happy.
Happy. All right. What is a negative?
Being rude.
Rude. Okay. All right. Your group.
Okay, we have being polite as a positive,
Okay.
and then aggressive.
Okay. Your group.
For good positive communication,
Communication.
and then for bad attitude, arrogant.
Arrogant. Okay. All right. What about your group?
For positive, we put eager to help, and then for a bad attitude, we put like impatient.
Okay. What about y'all's group? What's a positive characteristics of an active? Smiling. Okay. How about a negative? Arguing. Alright, and your group.
For positive, like not talking over others.
Okay.
And looking back for negative is bad mindset.
Okay. Did anyone come up with any additional characteristics that are not listed up here?
I did,
Okay.
being responsible
Okay, good.
and proactive,
Okay.
not the skincare. And then for the other, this one I arrogant. The other one, selfish and
Okay.
commanding.
Selfish and commanding.
Yeah, like bossy.
Okay.
Oh, is lazy up there?
It is not
Nice.
lazy. Alright. Anybody else have any characteristics listed that is not on the board?
We have selfless.
Selfless.
Selflessness for good.
Okay.
Oh.
Alright. So all of those are good characteristics and bad characteristics. That's a good list. Looking at those characteristics, which one would you want to be around more?
Good.
The good? And that's who you would want to work around as well, right?
Yeah.
Because you think about it, when you do start a job after high school and work full time, you're gonna be spending a majority of your time at work. That's just how it is. So you wanna always make sure that you're in a positive place with positive people around you, because it can make for long days if you've got someone who has a negative attitude. Which characteristic do you believe is the most important to have as an employee? Or should I go over some of the characteristics I have listed before we do that? Okay,
I like responsibility.
responsibility. So being responsible for your work,
Or like being able to take action when needed.
being able to take action. Okay.
Good communication.
That's a good one too. So, communication. Alright. Anybody else wanna say what they think is the best one?
Always overall happy,
Overall happy,
or at least good fake happy.
fake happy?
Like either one, even if you're not happy, if you can still like be happy whenever you're on with customers and everything.
Okay. So have you ever heard like being a customer service voice, putting a smile on your face to where that portrays through the phone? So yes, that follows with what you said. Okay. What about you? What do you think is the most important characteristic? Of a positive characteristic? Y'all wanna say? Is it Colton? Okay. Being productive? Proactive? Okay. Uh-huh. Alright. Does anyone else wanna say what they think is the most important characteristic in the job place? Cause you are gonna have to do something with it. Right now you've got 4.
Maturity.
Maturity?
Listening skills are important too.
So that would fall in with communication, because that is one of the modes of communication. Alright, anybody else? No? Okay. So now, looking at the board, looking at the positive characteristics and the ones marked with a star as the most important, I want you to put your shoes, or put yourself in the shoes of a boss or manager, supervisor, someone who's a leader in your job site. Does everyone in here have a job or have worked for someone before? Or even a team? Okay. So, on the back side of that sheet of paper, I would like you to explain why you would want employees who possess these top characteristics. So I'm gonna give you another 5 minutes to complete that.
Can we just do like bullet points or like full sentence you want?
You can do bullet points, but when I call on you to answer, just make sure you can answer fully, not just bullet points. Okay.
What are we supposed to do?
Based upon the positive characteristics listed with the stars by them that y'all deemed as the most important, you're supposed to put yourself in the shoes of a boss or supervisor or manager and explain why you would want employees who possess these top characteristics.
First,
Yes.
responsible. So, why would you want your work
You've got about 2.5 more minutes. What does proactive mean? Means if you know like a lot of things need to be done, go ahead and jump in and get it done rather than wait until the last minute. It's the opposite of reactive. So does any group need more time? Okay, so we'll go this way this time. So what did y'all put as why, as an employer, would you want an employee to have one of these top characteristics? To get things done quicker? Okay. But
I kind of read a whole paragraph talking about all of the specific
okay.
topics.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, we would hire someone with great communication skills because they would be able to listen and understand both sides of the conversation. We also believe people who are mature and responsible would be good for the job because they can handle their own when given a certain task. People who are happy and proactive not only get the job done, but they also set a positive outlook for others.
Yes, that's good. How about you?
We put that your company or your business will thrive when you have employees that possess admirable characteristics, and that you'll have a healthy work environment too, and it'll make other people want to join your team.
Yes, that's good. Okay. What about you?
Alright, so happy, we would hire a happy person just because like we want them to be the face of our company because everybody that sees them is gonna like, oh, they're having no time or oh, they're good people there, they're supporting communication. So that way if someone's explaining a problem, you don't just go off on them. And then you can actually talk to them and then you can also listen to them and actually figure out what they're trying to say. Responsible because then can get, you want your employee to get things done, so whenever you tell them, hey, this, you don't want to check up on it 20 minutes later, you just want it done. And then proactive, because you just want people to follow the rules and get things done before you tell them to do it. And then maturity, because you just don't want people messing around. Acting like a kid.
What about y'all?
Overall, just a positive work environment is best for a workplace. It keeps everybody in line, it's more effective, and you get things done faster. It just flows easier.
And going along with that, I mean, do you really have to reprimand somebody who's responsible or proactive or mature? But if you've got someone with a negative attitude, sometimes personalities clash. That's a problem. What about you guys?
Can I pick any word?
Yeah, any word.
I would want my worker to be happy because when we have customers, they will want good attitude people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
So, good customer service, happy person would provide good customer service.
Yeah.
So this is pretty self-explanatory. What type of attitude is best to have? A good or a bad attitude? Good. What do employers prefer?
Good.
Yes. So, just a reminder, it's very good, or it's important to have a good attitude in both your future success at work or at school. Whatever y'all decide to do after high school graduation, a good attitude will always help you in life. So that was the end of the teaching lesson. On Google Classroom, Ms. Hatfield has posted an assignment that goes along with this lesson. So I would like for you to go ahead and take the time to complete the Google form listed out there for attitude. And I will collect your sheets while you are getting that set up.
Is it the attitude?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it called attitude?
I think I
Yes.
did this the other day.
Yeah.
I already did it, I filled it out at home.
We'll go ahead and look over it and see if it matches what we talked about today.
It does, because I'm Google.
Use Google. Yes, Google can be your friend.